Hi, this is Deborah from Beacon of Light, and this is a full moon reading for Thursday, July 10th. This is my second attempt at doing the video. My first one cut out unexpectedly, and so I had already pulled my cards. These are the cards that came out, so I'm going to start over with what I had said using these cards. I'm not going to reshuffle because I really did like what this message was. So again, today is a full moon in Capricorn, July 10th, and these are the cards that were selected. Compassion, it says be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. We have tangible, and it says earth. Capricorn is definitely an earth sign. And then we have bearing fruit. This is showing much abundance in our hard work, the fruits of our labor, showing a reward. And then we also have transcendence, achieving success. Very Capricornian. We're always climbing that mountain. We're always striving for the best with that Capricorn instinct and always moving forward, achieving success. So these three cards here are very Capricornian, and they're indicating the hard work, the discipline, the effort, the skills, achieving to reach the top of that mountain. And it's also that discipline with the Capricorn, with the Saturn rules Capricorn. So there's a lot of discipline, there's a lot of authoritative efforts in the Capricornian skill sets. So there is, these are very Capricornian cards. And so what is the opposite of Capricorn? It is Cancer. And this is where I think this compassion card is coming in. And Cancer is a water sign. It's flowing, it's soft, it maneuvers through things. It's not as hard as the Capricorn, where things where it's an earth sign and things are just they can be rigid sometimes. So sometimes we actually need to do the opposite of what we are doing in order to get results. If you take a look, achieving success, it's opposite of this compassion card. And so what it's trying to actually offer to us is, let's forgive let's not beat ourselves up sometimes. This full moon is offering us an opportunity to see a side of ourselves where maybe we need to be a little bit more gentle with ourselves and others. Maybe we need to be just a little bit more softer and not so rigid when we are working with others, working with ourselves. Forgive ourselves. We try so hard, and sometimes we beat ourselves up way too much. And, others, let's forgive others because they're trying to do the best they can, well, most of the time. And, let's just forgive them for, that they didn't meet our expectations. Another Capricornian thing is meeting expectations. It can be very, very difficult to meet your own expectations or somebody else's expectations. So we have to kind of soften, and this is where I think this opposite, this full moon is illuminating us to see a different side and to have that compassion, because life can get really difficult. And some days you just want to throw everything up in the air and say, I quit. But, go sleep on it, come back the next day and see if you've had a change of heart, if you've softened a little bit, and see how you can also just try to understand that everybody's going through the same, going through something. And it's not easy. And so give yourself some compassion, give yourself, be gentle with yourself, forgive yourself and others as well. We're all trying to do the best we can right now. Things are very hectic and very busy, and there's a lot of chaos happening. And so things can get stressful. So again, let's try to use our tools that we've accumulated over our lifetime of learning, and let's try to resolve some of those stressful things for ourselves and use the tools that we have, whether it's meditation or exercise or writing, get that journal out. But we want to understand that we work hard for these things and there's opportunity in everything we do. Let's try to be a little bit more gentler with ourselves as we do them. We can still have these great skill sets and achieve and push to achieve, but let's be gentle on ourselves so that we're not regretting what we did to get there. We want to be able to get there and really appreciate how we got there too. And I think others would appreciate you more too. Okay, so that's the message for this full moon in Capricorn. I hope everybody has a great day and we will talk to you later. Bye.